everybody, it is I, the one and only FrightKnightGamer, coming back to you. We are in Tron.
Yep, Space Paranoids, that's what this world is called. It's very short, but don't worry, we come back here.
I hated the 3D Dream Drop Distance one.
Yeah, well, it was based off of Tron 2, and Tron 2 is the worst movie I've ever seen, ever.
Why did they do it then?
Because... nostalgia.
Like, oh, I like Tron. The character. Let's put him in again, even though this game sucks. Because of this.
No. I mean, like, Tron 2 the movie.
Yeah. Sorry.
The Tron 2 the movie was built in nostalgia, except they made the mistake of not including Tron in the movie.
But they included him in the game.
No. Tron was, First of all, that guy never uses that power again, ever, which is weird. But Tron was called Rensler in the movie, and he was a villain.
And he was a villain in this until the end of...
Yeah, and it wasn't until the end of the movie where he becomes Tron again and then kills himself. Like, he sacrifices himself.
Great.
So people went
to see
that movie to see Tron again.
And they
didn't
saw
see Tron. They saw Tron for about 3 seconds. So that is just like the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg as to why that movie sucked.
You're inside a mainframe computer system.
I remember, like, when I was young, and, like, people talked about the original Tron, like, nobody in my family who talked about it liked the original Tron either.
Corporation called
Yeah, but, like, if you're gonna make a Tron movie, how about include Tron?
Yeah.
This copy was acquired
that would make sense.
That's like having a Star Wars movie without having a Star Wars.
Hollow Bastion OS.
Without having war in the stars.
Yeah.
And to advance his private research.
If there's no Star Wars, then how can it be a Star Wars?
That's like having a Star Wars movie without Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, that's what I was trying to say. If there's no Jar Jar, then there's no Star Wars.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, he caused all of the events of everything single-handedly.
I've seen that.
It's not even a theory. It's actually what happened.
Like, it's what happened. Like, he explains, like, Jar Jar gives the Emperor the power to do everything.
Yep. He was given control for one day, and he's like, oh, I'll vote for Palpatine to be the Emperor of all the universe. Sure. Boop.
It controls the whole system.
Thanks, Jar Jar. You did such a good job.
Yeah. Good job being that delegate. Really, that was well done.
The universe is now enslaved.
This terminal
now you're forcing...
back to the user world.
You know what I don't fully understand? Is the...
Why Jar Jar?
No, the new Star Wars movie. Where, like, they took down the Empire... And then
a new empire.
And then a new empire forms, and now it's like, now,
like, why immediately after a new empire would form?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Especially since, like, the Rebel Alliance was able to form a new type of government.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the New Order come from?
Where did the New Order come from? Why are they Sith Lords?
Well, they're not even Sith. Like, the Sith are dead.
But they carry red lightsabers and embrace hate.
Yeah. Yes. They're like the reincarnation of the Sith.
So it's almost like somebody from, like, an old Sith would have to have still been alive.
Yes. Someone must have known the dark arts, and that's what Snoke is, right?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be... But we have no idea who Snoke is. And Snoke, for all we know... and this is my guess, is that in the next Star Wars movie, the twist ending will be Snoke is someone that we know.
Maybe.
That Snoke...
That'd be cool.
Snoke is like...
Snoke is Jar Jar.
Snoke and Luke Skywalker are the same person.
Snoke and Jar Jar confirmed. I mean, that's the thing about Luke. He was way too old to be a Jedi. Because basically a Jedi is supposed to be picked super young so they can control their emotions.
Yeah.
So they'll just have no emotions. That's also why Anakin was a horrible Jedi.
Yeah.
And we see in once he's gotten his green lightsaber, he's given into a lot of hate and anger.
Yeah, like
he's straight up choking out dudes.
Yeah, like he saw his dad's method of interrogation and was like, "Yeah, I'll do that."
Yeah.
So
it would almost make sense if he was somehow Snoke.
Like, I don't want to be like preemptive here, but if there's a twist ending, and I'm calling it right now, if there's a twist ending in the new Star Wars movie, it's gonna be that Luke Skywalker is the same person as Snoke. I'm calling it right now.
All right.
That's my guess. No, we want second chance for him.
Nobody learns. Nobody learns you cannot train a Jedi after age 3.
Yeah. Fantasia. That gets rid of all his MP. I don't want that.
Fantasia is in the game. I mean, movie.
Fallen. Oh, hyper healing. Definitely want that.
What does it do?
It revives him.
No, Fantasia.
Quicker. Fantasia. It's like a little command that I can use to press triangle, but it gets rid of my MP, and I don't want that.
That sounds cool, though. A powerful comet.
What?
A powerful comet. Sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool, but again, I can't have it get rid of my MP. I have 30 AP boosts. Let me just use my power boosts on myself, because I'm the one that matters.
Magic boost, defense boost. Can you use all 3 of them on you?
Yes, because... And this is really, like, the important part of this. If I die, the game is over, but if Donald or Goofy die, they can just be revived.
Yeah.
I will deal with the AP boosts when I need them.
Alright. What were we talking about? Oh, Star Wars.
Oh, I remember how you level up this stuff. Alright.
You think there'll be a Star Wars
Oh, we
level?
can level up Wisdom and Valor again.
Cool.
That's cool. So
Do you
then I
think-
guess I'll be using those more often.
Do you think there'll be a Star Wars level?
I certainly hope so. I really want that.
I want a lightsaber Keyblade.
I really want that.
Sora's too old to be a Jedi, though.
I want to see, like, Darth Vader control Heartless. I think that would be the coolest thing ever.
It's interesting. So there was, like, a comic book series and, like, books and crap before Disney bought out Star Wars.
Yeah.
And in one of them, they explained how lightsabers worked and how they originally were made. And, like, at one point they were battery-powered, but at another point they were, like, force-powered.
Yeah.
And the issue was, like, they would have to give in to anger and hate.
Yeah.
To, like, power the lightsaber.
Yeah.
So, like, anyone powering a lightsaber was already a Sith.
Yeah. So then you don't want that,
Yeah.
probably. I mean, I'm just guessing.
I mean, there's the Sith Lord, like, Plagueis, who essentially was a good guy.
And then...
He would, like, just heal people.
Yeah. And then Sidious killed him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, Siths should be evil.
Siths should always be evil. And then there's, like, the theory that, Plagueis... I don't remember if it was a theory or if it was actually in a book or a comic, but Plagueis impregnated, Anakin's mother. And that's why Anakin was just born without a father. Because of the,
Found it. I found it. It's right.
It was
No, I didn't find it. Okay, I gotta stay inside the...
It's right there.
I
still see
I know
it.
where it is. Okay, it's this one.
Because, of, you know, Jedi magic there. What the hell did they call it? Is that word still canon?
What word?
The word for Jedi magic?
The Force?
Yeah, but there's another word for it. Like, why the Force works.
Oh, the little bits, the things.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's considered to be canon.
I mean, it was in the prequels, and the prequels are considered canon.
Unfortunately. Disney hasn't uncanon. I feel like Disney should make them not canon.
Make them non-canonical.
Yeah. I think Disney has a responsibility to us to make them not canon.
Have you seen The other new movie.
Oh, Rogue One?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't yet, even though it's on Netflix. But I heard it's really good.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. It was a pretty decent movie. It's definitely not my favorite. It's actually not even in my top 3 Star Wars movies, but it's definitely worth seeing.
Does it make it above the prequels?
What? Oh, it's better. It's better than the prequels.
Okay, good. Honestly, that's all a Star Wars movie needs to be now.
Yeah.
Just make it better than the prequels and you're good.
Don't do the prequels again.
As long as you don't make the prequels, people will love you.
Yeah. Sorry, George Lucas. Not sorry, actually. You kind of ruined
I don't
Star
know what he
Wars.
was thinking.
I think George Lucas... Hold on. I think George Lucas was really well intending. And for a lot of it, I actually think he didn't know what was going to happen. Because there were some things that he couldn't have known would be unpopular, like the massive amounts... Oh, shoot. The massive amounts of CGI that he used. Like, at the time that he made that, like, that was an exciting thing. Like, we don't have to use practical effects. This is awesome. People, and...
Do you think they could have done a practical Grievous?
I think they could have. I honestly believe
that would have been amazing.
Yeah. I think the issue is that...
I think nowadays, like, practical effects.
Yeah, like, right now, one of the things that is really hated about the prequels is that it was overused CGI and kind of took away from the believability of the movies. But at the time, not having to use practical effects was like an exciting thing that made movies really cool.
I mean, in the first 3 movies, like, their practical effects were amazing.
Yeah.
Like, the elephants that they put the stuff in like, the first scene.
Yeah, that was really cool. So, that, I don't think he could have seen that coming.
Unless he was like, oh, they really liked our practical effects in the original movies.
Jar Jar Binks, I think, was a hit and a miss. I mean, a swing and a miss, I think Jar Jar Binks, rather than being this, like, lazy attempt at comedy, I think George Lucas honestly thought it would be funny. And it was one of those things where it was just a swing and a miss.
He tried.
He tried. I think one of the stupid things one of the dumbest things he ever did, though, was kill off Darth Maul. I think Darth Maul could have been the coolest villain ever, and then instead we got Count Dooku.
They brought him back in the Clone Wars.
Yeah. And even though the Clone Wars were, like, really good, I still don't like the fact that, like, he was killed off in the movies.
And they gave him spider legs in an entire species.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time.
Oh, yeah, it's time to end.
Anyway, stay chivalrous and subscribe.
Looks like the